Yo, what up, Jerry? What's going on, Jerry Bear? How you been? I've been alright, man. I mean, if I'm being honest, I've been just okay, honestly. I'm really fiending for some content, and I've been struggling on finding it. But how have you been? I mean, it's good to hear from you. Yo,
Yo, what's
yo, what up? What
good?
up?
How you doing?
Oh, I'm just sitting here in the car, out of the
Fair
hospital
enough. I'm just
recovering.
off
I'm sorry to hear
up
that,
the
man.
highway.
It's good that you're recovering now. What'd you say?
I'm going off up the highway.
Okay, okay. You been up to
I got
anything?
yeah, I'm going to get my black market delivery that I paid for.
Oh, hell yeah. Where's the guy at?
He's at the motel right now. I just went
Okay.
there. He's at the motel. Um, but yeah, I know a good money making method to make dirty cash easy, like 100K in two runs of doing it. Don't even
Okay.
have to leave the city.
What? Hold on. Why would I leave? Oh, you mean like downtown?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant fly out. I was like, huh?
No, 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 no. I mean, like, you don't have to come up all the way into like Sandy or something for it.
Okay.
And you literally have to deliver 4 crates and that's it.
Oh, okay. What is that? One of the jobs?
It's one of the criminal jobs. You make 50K per lorry load you do, and you can do it on repeat.
Which one is it?
It's going to be the gun smuggling one.
Okay.
So what you do is you go down to the docks, you get your lorry from the guy, you take it to an area where there's 4 containers, you open them, get a forklift, put all 4 crates on your lorry. That takes about 5 minutes. And then you literally go, I think there's two deliveries in the docking area. And then you gotta go like past my warehouse to one. And then one's just near that weird compound with that metal gate as if you're going towards, I believe, the trucking company area.
Okay.
And once you've done those 4 drops, you take it back to the guy, he pays you 50,000 and then you can do it again.
Okay, okay. Yeah, so the. Have you tried the moonshine one yet?
Uh, I have, but I it seems to for some reason it seemed to get stuck on one of the steps for me. I couldn't complete it.
Oh, yeah, I think you told me that already. Sorry.
Yeah, but other than that, no, I haven't really tried the moonshine again.
Because that, that might be like we can, get that problem fixed. And then, because that's what, like 80K? 30 for one
That's
job?
70K.
70K? I mean, that's one job.
Indeed, it is.
But yeah, I'll try the gun smuggling.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Did you want to suppress it by any chance?
No. Well, I couldn't find a suppressor off of the guy. He just had muzzle brakes and shit.
I have a suppressor.
Oh, okay. I
I
mean,
have 5 of them.
yeah, I want a suppressor then.
Alright, cool. Where do you want me to meet you? I'm all the way up in Grapeseed.
If you want to come to my house at 917.
Yeah, can do. I'll be there in not too long.
Alright, bet. I'll see you when
Alright,
you
in
get
a
here.
bit.
Oh shit. Oh, I'm gonna crash. Okay, we're all good. Really coming up in this city, man. Really coming up. I need to figure out how to lock these though. Hundo P. I still need to find out where my storages are. Okay. One's here. Okay. Wardrobe. That's good. Yeah, I haven't been on too much though. Like, I haven't been in the city as much recently. I mean, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I see. I had that, but like, this is what it pulls up. Like, it doesn't tell me like exactly where they are. Oh, door lock. So do I do it like this? Do I click add door? Yo, yo.
You alright?
Yeah. I'm trying to. So I've figured out where my storages are, and then I'm trying to figure out how I can lock the doors.
There's one suppressor for you.
Okay, thank you. Then you can. Oh, so I add door and then put. Okay. Dude, he showed us. He showed me some process Breezy did on like how to, like, make a door.
You actually
I
can't
think
put
it
a
was this.
suppressor on
This might be
the
the process. I'm gonna be
guns
so
with the
honest. I did
flags.
not pay attention. I really should have. What did you say?
You can't put a suppressor on the guns with the flags.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm honestly. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be at this at my. I'm gonna be here for a little bit, for like
Alright, fair enough.
probably like 10,
Yeah.
15, 20 minutes. So if you want to go do something or chill here, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, I'm gonna be here for a second.
Alright, cool.
I'm
I'm
getting
probably
all
gonna
ready
go
at
off,
that.
go sort some shit out because I got some shit I need to sort out, but I'm on radio, so
All right. I bet I'm on here now.
hit, give me a shout if you need me, if you want me to help you with anything or anything, and yeah.
All right, bet that sounds good.
Alright, in a bit.
Then you can place it where you want. Sick. Now, I'm gonna put something on this TV. I hope it works. Last time I crashed or it literally plays on every single TV. Um, so so we will see. Yeah, this. Okay, hold on. This made me crash last time, and um, it plays on every single TV, or then disappears when I go into the other room, even though it's playing on every TV. Hell yeah. About to watch some pro COD. I mean, not pros. Semi-pro COD.
And make it very difficult. But Project Notorious right now, they've taken that extra step. It feels like it's because all three modes, they can simply walk
Man,
over the
this
opposition in front of them.
this place is
All
really
teams
beautiful,
can say
man.
that.
Like,
No, not at all. And I think we're showcasing why they are here in the winners finals. Why I think there are a lot of people's, shout to win that is going on in. We are getting right back into that round. Do not worry to start our search and destroy. I want to give a quick
Before I
shout
do
out.
this,
saw
I need to
somebody on
roll
the
up the
timeline
chat.
just
I'm
now
sorry.
saying, this Project Notorious team
Sorry,
looks a
I
little
need to, okay?
unreal. And even better
I don't
than
need
some
to, but
CDL
I want
teams.
to.
Hopefully some GMs
I need to get
are,
out of the way.
keeping note. I'm going to say I don't
Give me
necessarily
a second.
disagree. I'm going to be honest with you. They are looking very, very good right now. But hey,
These other storages, right? So there's 2 here. The fuck is there 2 there? Insurance payout, buy me a better bike. Yeah, I mean, that is... I could only imagine being the other person that hit you, like fuck.
Okay, not much map space. Either way, it continues to look.
one to be paid for it. Phantoms does manage to find 2 real, but not before getting traded out by Yuli through.
Mm. Pull out some cars right here. I feel horrible about it, but I keep telling him there's no hard feelings. If I was doing what I should have been doing, then I might have been able to avoid. But we both we both fucked up. Oh my, yeah. Won't that affect the insurance money you get though if you say you were in the wrong? Big money over here. Oh. Okay. They just bring it up now. I ain't say that. Shoot, what you on about? Oh, shit. My ugly ass. Pervert didn't happen. Exactly. Ah, big. Big money. Big money over here. So I think it'd be super sick to also. I want to do this because, I know I said I'll do the drug stuff, and probably still will, but we need to make like a cinematic trailer
From for fun. So we'll stun on 2 from 2 rail.
for our
We'll give him a
streams
lot of
and
info.
for our
Immediately backs it up, and
YouTubes.
you're starting to see Project Notorious.
So
All the arrows turning their sights over towards B. You just have Phantoms kind of lurking in towards this kitchen side, but through mid.
Let's
you have a couple members of
brainstorm.
For Fun who could make this read. You got to be careful on this
With
slide out, but Awakening, he
some
slides
help
on out, finds
from
Field
AI
Phantoms yet again.
on
Doesn't
what
need the recon this
would
time.
be
It's an
some cool,
M15 that will net him
interesting
a two-piece.
shots, and then also
You will be able to answer this one back on in, and you.
I think if I just
huge kill.
I can just use the cam to do all of this, and then edit and post. But I want to see if there's something else I can use as well. And then while I'm not talking, let's go back over here.
Particular, I think other than that, well, I say that too. Two Real also had a tough time out there, just the 2 and 9. And to be fair to both of those players, that's a lot of damage from that amount of kills in the return. But yes, 2-0 up if you are Project Notorious, and it feels, although that map's closer, always in control, and that they are walking their way towards commands.
Yeah, I mean, if you are for fun, you really want to be able to take that map. It keeps your life aligned, right? It gives you a little bit of juice, a little momentum. Take out one of these respawns, force it to that game 5 if possible. That's probably what you're looking at if you want to try and take these series. But Project Notorious, it got a little bit hectic there towards a couple of those middle rounds, but I think that those last couple ones, they really just kind of, I think, shored up, went back to their set plays, and were able to go huge because admittedly For Fun was making it hard. Phantom specifically, we got to call out, right? It's a collat in one round. It's a nice little double kill with the M15 in the next. That nets them some very solid rounds. And I think we're starting to see why For Fun is even in this winner's final to begin with some performances like that.
Absolutely. I mean, Vic as well himself individually, I think, picks up 3 first blood, so having himself very talented players without shut down this For Fun roster. The amount of put us all by surprise through this elite, but every single one of them making a case for why should be considered real threats going forward. But the real threat right now is them potentially being 3-0'd out the series because Overload, well, you're not awful at it if you are For Fun. You're 3 and 4. I say that all 3 of your victories were on exposure Overload.
Okay.
So when I then tell you that, well, Project Notorious is 7-0 in Overload, it doesn't make pretty reading. They're really bloody good here, largely led by Gio, who's just come off the back of that map too, and feeling himself coming into this Scar.
Yeah, I mean, I know Blackheart is a very different map opposed to Scar.
All right, we're just gonna get a bunch of bullshit
it just
shots.
is, even in those maps that look hectic and
That are
chaotic,
gonna look
there's a
like,
little bit of strategy
what
that
the
still
hell?
goes into it. Where do you try and hold some of these spots?
Well, excuse me, while we're doing them, and then in post it'll look better. So if I slash cam girl, works there, okay. I could. So that means I could probably put another garage actually inside the garage. Hmm. Alright, let me. Can I add stuff? Hold up, hold up, hold up. This changes the game now, yeah.
And what that shows me, they've really tightened up a lot of their gameplay, because I think we've had these times where we have some questionable moments, right? But these are all 4 players who really know how to play a Call of Duty at a very high level, and I'm glad to see them finding some form here in the Elite.
Fully agreed. It's a team that has been together since the start of the season. They were really solid, then started to slide coming into the Elite, wobble through groups, but have been getting better and better and better through playoffs, and including that. I'm with you. I thought that they would lose Falcons Academy Green, but also I didn't expect them to take the bloody hard points. That's where White have really struggled, but I mean, they're on the upsurge right now. They've got that momentum, but they will have to take it into the following. Den hard point, Scar S&D exposure overload, and if we get there, of course, a Scar hard point and a Colossus S&D to round things out. I will say, if you are a Bush Gaming fan right now, you're licking your damn lips at map number 1. How the hell that gets through, I don't know. 5-0 before we set foot into today's games if you are Bush Gaming. So if they want to put themselves ever further on this Cinderella run, that's a great place to kick things off.
It's a ban of exposure from Falcons Academy that apparently they just don't like exposure. Sometimes you just have to ban a map, because even though another team is really good on the one you let through, they are even better than you on that other map. I'll be very curious, because I'm right there with you. When this cup popped up, I was like, we're letting Bush play Den hardpoint, and letting a Bush team get fire in map number 1, no pun intended, will be absolutely detrimental to your series that is there. And the thing also, dude, Scar Search and Destroy on that second map as well. That's a very straight up map that you have to play against each other, right? We've seen the Telluride Bush, how good they are at Search and Destroy, especially in that last series. I'm a little bit concerned for Falcons Academy that you got to play them on that Den hardpoint map number 1, and then you're playing a Scar Search and Destroy in map number 2.
Yeah, Scar S&D, it's a tough one for Bush a little bit, but we've already seen the improvements that they've made coming into today, right? We talked about it. The first bloods tend to be against them. They've not had that problem. That's been fixed. Whatever temp's been gotten them working on the back, certainly looking a lot better for it. So, yeah, they're for me, I think that we get a one-on-one. We walk into that third mode where we're talking an overload. Well, Bush, have you righted your wrongs a little bit? We saw patches of it in that first series, but if you can overcome, for me, that's the big one. That's where this entire series swings. It's called the swing map for a very good reason, but it hinges on that, because if Bush have made the improvements we're hoping to see, then that's where they can just find that edge and take them out 4 against this Falcons team.
Yeah, and I think you called it out beautifully there. I liked what we saw a little bit earlier. I will say their overload looked a lot better this week than what we have seen previously, right? So if they can fix some of those mistakes, they can look really dangerous on that exposure overload, right? If you are the Falcons Academy White, though, and you're kind of looking at this series, I think that you have to be looking at that Search and Destroy, right? Scar, that we know how much of a like we said, a straight up map that it is. I think you really need to come out swinging on that. If you can manage to take the Den hard point, that maybe could also be the linchpin, right? You come out swinging here, you win a hard point against Bush on a map that they're very heavily favored on. That's not only a blow to their confidence, but a real boon to yours.
Well, what we saw in the last series, that Falcons Derby matchup, shall we say, very much so is a case of why the Falcons team should feel at least semi-confident in a hard point. Earlier on through the season, Priester and Arcees in particular struggling. It just wasn't pretty from them. Paul X been having himself a hell of a time, needed some help in the respawns. We saw a much improved, in particular, Arcees, but definitely a Priester too in that last series. So whatever they've been working on, whether it's just confidence, whether it's just a couple of different strategies getting on as a team here, whatever it is, they look better. So it's a case of, okay, well, can you match up on Bush's favorite map mode combo? I mean, it's a big ask, but
it is.
Well, if you're gonna upset a big team and stall them in their tracks, that's the way to do it for sure.
No, that's a great way to look at it. I'm also looking at, we kind of highlighted Spart a little bit in that B-roll. I also got to highlight Fire as well through some of the maps in that last series, right? Fire had some really huge clutch moments that he was really able to come alive and have those moments where he really went big for Bush and stopped sort of a rollover moment from Five Fears, right? Very, very excited to see, can they have a lot of that momentum? Because when we tuned in, we only got to tune into that Bravo stream a little bit. Arcades was also firing on all cylinders and doing a lot of work on his side as well, both with the AR and the SMG. So it kind of feels like we have two teams who have a lot of momentum underneath their sails and are about to come into this and see who can really kind of carry that and also who can have the mental fortitude they need in this map number 1.
I agree. I love the point. I think it's an important one to bring up. You've both just come off of victories. I'll tell you right, it was a game 5, round 11. For Falcons, it was what many may consider an upset. Not sure if they do, but either way, you have earned your way to this point in the bracket. Let's kick things off and underway over P1. First couple of kills will be green.
All right. Falcons Academy green, or white rather. Use that as an opportunity. Turns on 4, finds Pro Loot, trades are in, Fire. Only player left alive from the Telluride Bush. Shots going out. He'll make his position known. Falcons Academy white. Answer back in kind.
I was with you. Very surprised that Falcons were willing to give up that site for free as much as they did. Seemed like they had a plan, and it started with a Priestess set nade. Drops it straight at the tails of his opponent. And gives you that pick to overwhelm. Start. Feels like he'll probably want that one back. Looking for that first shot, in particular that pick that you're hoping to tie numbers up. Either way, it won't matter now. Falcons take it to 2 apiece. Continues to just win out most first blood engagement.
Yo, are you there?
Now, is it Old Faithful? That 4-man hit.
Yo.
The thing is, every now and again on attack, you have
Alright,
to throw in one different play just to keep your opponent.
I figured out if you
Well, looks like
to furnish
Falcons are going to
your
take
warehouse
a
or
little bit of the
house,
same strategy.
you're gonna
Spark
use. You're
continuing
gonna
to
think
throw
about
shoulder out
furnish
here. He gets backed on down.
/ furnish,
You have King of Body who's there for the trade,
Think
but
about that.
Capital will also find the
and
same
you'll
as
be able
Arcades.
to pick from all these
Some great
options, and then
positioning.
you
Will
can.
net you a
You'll have to
kill. You don't
buy
get
the
bomb down.
furniture.
You're looking for this player in the back. You know Byron's back here.
is
You
that-
find him.
Wait,
and
so are
fire.
we thinking about
Not going to be
starting
the last player alive here
are we-
on
am I
defense.
thinking about
Falcons
managed
doing
house
such a
or furnish
great
house?
job. They have the
No,
plan.
so you
they
just
have
think
the strategy.
about /
They're good on an
furnish.
execute, and they cut down the members of the Bush.
I got you.
And
What are
then-
you doing right now?
I'm currently watching this semi-pro Call of Duty
No answer, really.
at my
Every time it
house
felt
on the
like there was a
TV.
way for Bush to get back into the round. For example, Prolu on that long wrap. It's
Nice,
by the
nice.
Falcons and instantly down. Couple of
Yeah, I'm probably
ARs.
gonna finish
Just
watching this,
overpowering,
but I just
in particular Paul X.
wanted to tell you that, and then once you like place those things by those furnitures, you'll be able to do the think about edit and then move it or get rid of it if you don't like it.
It feels like a slower approach. Change up in the way things have gone thus far.
And then you can also think about manage homes and go to
Yeah, it feels like they're
doors,
just really okay
and you
with
can
this
add
matchmaking.
a door,
If
and you
Capsule kind of throwing
can
a shoulder
lock
off his
it.
plane side, getting some shots onto Priesta.
Because I don't know if your warehouse
with
is locked,
that,
but my house
This will make her
definitely is not
realize that,
locked.
hey, there's going to be some movement at A. We probably make a safe assumption
My
there through the middle.
warehouse
Fire.
is
He gets
locked.
the shots,
For
but
some
not
reason,
the
my warehouse
actual
automatically
elimination that
locks
he's
as
looking
soon as
for.
I leave
Meanwhile,
it.
the rest of your team is
Oh,
dropping
okay,
like
yeah, it's
flies
probably a
around
different
you on the
system. I
bomb.
just wasn't sure, so I wanted to
Prolu
let you know.
buy a kill right there.
Yeah,
4-2 right now for
that's
Falcons
calm.
Academy White.
That opening fight just kind of
Yeah, I'm just
explains
doing
it.
jobs
You've
as
got one lined up in
about
front
to
of you.
make
So
another
you think
100K
if you are
in that account.
negotiating, and it ends up a little bit of like a damage to one, damage to
Okay,
the
it's
other, and you lose that first blood. Currently,
best of
What's up?
3. The series is best of 3, and it's about 2 right now. So I'll be on radio, but I'll let you know when it's over, so we can do some
Yeah, this
jobs.
is that moment from Priest that just
Alright, yeah,
spawns
cool,
fire.
cool.
Paul X is on the
I'd
coverage
definitely
over
be
for
willing
Capsule as
to,
well.
I definitely want to try and
Reacting to those
maybe,
early
once
bits of
you've done
information.
that, if you want to do the
Well,
moonshine
usually watch
together,
well, that jump
and try and
across
figure it
to
out.
me.
Well, I don't have it unlocked, but I mean,
Man,
we can do it,
land on a
like,
pole.
if you invite me or
It's a
whatever.
huge round for the Bush.
Yeah,
I don't know if
I'm
it'll
willing
even
to.
let me do that. We can try it,
Right
'cause
now,
since I don't have it
Falcons
unlocked.
Academy White is dictating
Yeah,
the
we
pace.
definitely worth
Spark.
trying,
Good
because
shots. Back down King of Body.
I'll invite you to go down north, but if not, if you want, we could do some gun running, make some good cash on the side, and get XP as well.
into the favor of
Yeah,
the
so I want to
Telluride
do at
Bush.
least
You only
one
lose
chop
Prolu,
shop
and
because I
it's
want
just
to get
Priesta.
some
If
eye
you
footage
find
of
the
it.
kills he needs for this Hellstorm, even if you lose the round,
Alright, I
going
got
into
you.
these future rounds of the streak would be
If you want my help with that, I can pull out a car and just run you
Nope.
And he
to
recognizes
the
that,
garage
tries
so
to
you can
get
get your
active,
car
but
out
Spark,
and so on.
how many gunfights has he lost today? Not very
Well,
many.
yeah, I mean, I have
Got some
a garage here,
for
so
the Falcons.
I have my cars.
No, what I mean is once you're at the place where you chop the car up,
I know
Oh, yeah, yeah.
one.
because I don't think you want to be leaving your car out and open in the city.
If so, it'd be a very
Yeah,
smart
yeah,
way
yeah.
of seeing just how impactful he can be. But and we know the Falcons don't have one.
So
Right, yeah,
I can put another garage down. You think I should put another one actually inside the garage because right now it's right outside the doors.
I reckon have one
so
inside the
odd. It's like
garage,
they're poisoning themselves 'cause they think it's gonna be
because then that way
illegal,
you
which
don't have
just
to walk
absolutely
all the way
isn't. Look at the body.
outside, and if you're just getting them out, you don't have to walk all the way
Gone over towards
outside
this
to get
Marcus
stuff out of your
side.
cars.
He is right near Capsule. They
Yeah.
are
Well, what I
lurking
did
next
before
to
was
each
I
other.
took them
We
out of the
see a
garage
swing
and
on
then
the
just drove
Bison.
them inside.
back on up. Play a little bit more defensive.
Oh, okay, I got that.
See some nades going out.
I did see that. I tell you now, like those cars actually look really good in your garage there.
An easy pick. All he has to do is turn
Hell
away.
yeah, at
He's
night it
waiting
looks
for this
amazing.
pinch, but nobody's going to come from this angle. You're starting to see some of the shots go out. In mid, Priest has got to back it up, and this is going to be Capsule's turn. The surge on forward. He gets the comms.
I
There's
bet
a
I
player
can't.
at the stairs,
So I've
but
decided what I'm
Priest
going for,
with a
right?
very slick little Omni movement move.
Yeah.
We'll find Capsule. Spark gets
So
the top,
there's
and
a
Kinobody
property,
from the top.
I don't know if it's free, I'm
He's
going
been
to
able to
check,
take them all
but
down
there's a
just
property
like that.
in
It's
Mirror
fire
Park,
is the
and I think
last
it's called
one
the
alive.
Lake View
Capsule
House.
had the opportunity
Something
to
like
find
that.
the opening and punch on through, but
I don't know where it is.
that's
I
a
don't
nice
even know
little
if
move
it's in
you did to
city,
get that kill.
but I want to try and get that. It's
Potentially a little bit of
1.5
indecisiveness,
mil.
just trying to get a little bit too proactive on that first blood from
That's a
Cap,
lot.
But either way, great word from Priest, you're completely correct. Just drops
1.5 mil
himself
for
onto
this
his
house.
backside, pops himself there, waits for Cap to land, and rips it.
That is a lot, but I am
It's
currently
6
sat
to
with
2 first
700k in the bank.
The reason I'm going to keep reminding you of this, it's not exactly rocket science.
Yeah, 1.5 though. That, I mean, that's
start rounds, the harder it is to win an
I
S&D.
mean,
Push on,
a
make
lot
this a
more,
5-3
you know.
run now. Gotta be better on the opens.
Oh yeah,
Trying to find a different attack
100%,
strategy.
but
Falcons gotta be
I
one of
reckon I
the
can
half
do
answers
it. Do
on
you
defense.
agree?
yeah, I think so too.
Well, it's a very aggressive defensive hold coming out from the bush already. See number 6 Capsule. He's found himself up in towards the market. Spark continuing to shoulder those steps. You got Prolute trying to watch for this flank and this side of the map and can turn over and help out mid if he needs to with some early shots. Back down the members of Falcons Academy White. Alex, he's making his way on up. He might find the timing on Capsule if he's careful. A lot of opportunity now. He'll slide on out. Cuts down fire. Immediately backs on up. Cap is there. Waiting for the re-shouldering. And Paul X.
Wow.
A huge monumental two-piece to help it go their way. Smart will answer on back though. And he finds his own two-piece, but it's just
Yeah,
not
so,
enough. The trains are
like I'm
in.
gonna do
And
these
Falcons
jobs
Academy
when
White.
this series is over, but if I'm being honest, like probably gonna be spending a lot of time in the house trying to decorate it with
Comes to those
things
opening
to make it
engagements,
mine, you know.
find a route if you're Paul X. You also understand
Yeah,
where
yeah,
Capsule
100%.
likes to
I'm just
play
doing
in
the
through
gun
shot.
smuggling.
Finds himself a
I've
quick
just done
clean
2
two-piece to make it
runs
very
of it. I'm
simple.
doing a
I've gotta
third one
say as well,
now.
we really respect the way Falcons play their
Hell
defense.
yeah.
When they initially started to play, okay, we'll just completely let you plant a day for free and retake. Honestly, I was a little bit bemused by it, but they certainly got that on lock, especially off those set nades, opening picks, and then overwhelmed with the numbers. So great stuff out of them. For Bush, this is kind of how the script goes. Win map 1, lose map 2. Nothing to be too
And
shaken
you know,
up about just yet.
if I'm
Take
being
a look at
honest
our board
too,
here.
like
It's gonna be very
I
obvious where the
have
difference
you
maker
know
lies.
red or a gun with a red switch and a red flag. You know, I don't necessarily want that once I get a green one, and I know
Damage
you
for
can you know
the
just
team.
buy
Had some
one yourself,
monumental
but
rounds
if
with
you
the sniper in
want one
hand,
for a little
had
bit
some monumental
cheaper, I'd
rounds
sell
with
it to you
just
for
an AR doing what
45k
he does.
real
A
money.
little bit of battle, but I think you
Legal
called it
money.
out correctly, my friend. It feels like for Falcons Academy White.
See, I don't need one. I've got one of my own.
Decision making out of them of
Is
how they
it
wanted
red,
to play
though?
Both sides of the box.
Nah, I like the white one better, no, can't lie.
For Bush,
Yeah,
we're
so you
seeing
could have a
improvements
white
in
and a
RSD,
red
but
one.
there does seem to be they're
But I got a
very
pink one.
one-dimensional there. The defense is
Pink?
a bit hit and miss for Falcons.
Yeah, fuck your red one, I got a pink
You get a
one.
couple of lucky moments, for example, that there where
Yeah, you've been slacking, bro. I got two guns, I got a 100-round mag, a 50-round mag,
No,
four
I knew you.
suppressors.
No, I knew you had it. I was just shoot my shot. Shoot or shoot. Man.
Yeah, no, fair enough. As you can tell, I've been busy. I spent like 300k, like, day money on the black market guy yesterday.
Like round to round, so they'll take that search and
Oh, I thought you
strike,
couldn't
even up
find him.
our series. We have exposure.
I managed to find him. He managed to go into one of the 3 spots we know of.
I think that we had a
But
lot of
100% there's got to be like more spots because he wasn't at any of them
Maybe he
yesterday.
was
I double
traveling.
checked all of
That's
them.
why you didn't see him.
Exposure, but I will
Yeah,
give them some credit.
maybe.
They looked a hell of a
But,
lot better in that game
yeah, I
than
found
we've
him
seen
again
before.
and I managed
It
to
does give
buy
me some hope
a gun
that,
with a
hey, this
switch,
isn't
just a
gonna be
normal
an
one
absolute
without
walk
a
in the
switch,
park
a pink
for
one.
Falcons Academy. This is still going
I
to be
brought
a
a
battle
100-drum
on this map.
mag,
Figure
an
out the
illegal
map and mode
racing
combo
tablet.
a little bit, and I think that this is still going to continue to deliver a hell of a series.
I sure hope so. I mean, again, don't really mind which way this goes.
Yeah, I kind of went a bit mad with the money because I had 400k in Dirty from yesterday from doing this gun smuggling job, so
over that Brooklyn series where they walked all over Brooklyn and then lost 5-0 in the overload. Such a weird moment, but yeah, just won a close one, wanted to be feisty, and yeah, I mean, set us up for a very nice back half of the series.
Well, chat, we can't be biased, but you definitely can be. We're going to go ahead and go to a break. When we come back, we're going to be diving on into that map 3 in Overload.
Oh shit. No.
also, another thing.
Yeah.
You know the weird place you showed me when I first joined the city?
I need you to be more specific. The weed lab? Okay. Well,
Little bit of a treat for all of us in here in the community. For the first time, players are rapid fire at getting into lobbies. So we're going right on in, ladies and gentlemen. It is exposure here in our Overload game mode, map number 3. Series is tied 1-1 with the Telluride Bush going against Falcons Academy White. The Bush, this hasn't been their game mode, but they've been looking a hell of a lot better at it. Can this be the time they run over Falcons Academy? White themselves in series point.
Well, the only maps in which we've seen the Bush take victory so far has been a Scar. So, of course, we won't be here. But we've also not ended up on Falcons White's preferred. Well, for a second there, RC's completely missed the jump. Falcons White have had 5 wins in this mode, 4 of them coming on 10. So, feels a bit even
1-1.
The early
Bush
kills,
is terrible
of
at
course, back
Overload.
forth, very split. Fire, however, will
Absolutely
find one.
awful.
Open up the middle of the map. Priest slips through the gaps here, and well, finds nothing but a hell of a lot of damage. And it will draw things back up middle of the pitch.
I think that's a huge kill right there. You want to get Priest out of your spawn. Do not let him come on in. But look at this. King of Body. He's picked up the EMP.
He's just gone.
And he is just flying on his way to aid. You get a little bit blessed there. If you are the Telluride Bush, that Spark comes in off spawn just in time to catch him before he's making that cross. But I like the idea there where King of Body just says, I'm seeing a gap. I'm full straight running through it. Getting a little bit of a blast from the pass from uplink. Or that kind of was the strategy sometimes. You didn't really care too much about the kill. You grab the ball and fly at the goal. Feels like Overload kind of sometimes has the same DNA. Falcons Academy White, they're finding a lot of kills. Positioning themselves to the middle of the map. And yet again, Paul X, he picks up that EMP. He's starting to push towards A. This is a huge kill. King of Body finds the one that he needs, but the EMP is going to stop short. Can you manage to find it? You do. You find the kills that you need. RCDs picks it on up. Gives us our first score of the half.
You do a lot of things right if you push. Unfortunately, you see 3 bodies fall all at the same time. Going to give Falcons Academy White that free device run. Although Capsule's nade seemed like one sent from the heavens. It won't answer your prayers. Just a lovely little kill there for the middle. But I will say that Prolute has found himself into those mid steps, so he could be a thorn in the side. Finds 1 kill. He's just trying to delay, let his boys respawn and reinforce, and they'll get their great impact.
And I like that you got 2 players from Falcons Academy White just playing on top of the EMP and then pushing through mid. Is your other 2. Thankfully, some trades do come on in, so it won't be as clean of a route as you maybe would like. They're just keeping this one mixing. EMP spawning on this northern side of the map. Mercedes will get the kill, picks it up, rotates it back towards mid. And this is what we've seen time and time again. You can grab this EMP, kind of hold it in this mid side, wait for the kills to go your way, and then you can push towards a particular bomb site. Fire, though, will be able to cut down Paul X. Trying to make your way on forward. Cap, he's good for 1. Sliding around. Have you done what you need? If you are the Falcons, you have. That's another quick cap coming on in. No real defense coming from Telluride Bush there. The kills don't go their way. You can't get to the bomb in time. And, well, it's just a free cap for Falcons.
Feels a little bit like we over-prioritized through the middle of the map. Right. They just punch a hole straight down one side. They don't overcomplicate. We've hit it a few times into profiting off of that approach. Now, how do we retrieve this device? Because Falcons technically not in possession of it, but they may as well be. However weakened up. Priest is on a route through the back, harassing the spawners. That's actually going to spawn Prolute way out. He basically spawns in the opposition goal. Won't amount to much, but it at least gives Fire the knowledge that he can scoop this device and run out of here.
And you're already starting to see some fast move over to B, but Falcons, they're going to have this inkling that this is already happening. Huge kill from Fire, pistol in hand. Going to rotate it back towards the mid. And you maybe pull the Falcons over to one side and maybe use that to your advantage. You're finding these huge kills, but unfortunately you do get cut on down. Capsule in the back might be able to cause some chaos, just not yet.
This might be Telluride's this like thing. They're going game 5.
You might have a full runway if you don't realize this right now. Anybody from mid? Yes, you'll cut them on down. A good amount of defense from the bush.
I feel like the Falcons Academy doing a really good job of just like isolating a lane. We're going to sit this one lane, we're going to send 4 bodies through it, and you are going to have to deal with it. I feel like I want to see the same play from Bush. You certainly have the gunpowder. Warpriest finds 1. Fire's going to slip the net. Can you get out? The thing is, you're just not going to get that free route. You need the boys to support. Nade. It catches Paul X square in the teeth, to be fair. All he's going to do is get a trade. Capsule, what do you have?
And if you can find this pinch and find the right timings, this would be huge. Unfortunately, you just activate too early. You pick up the EMP, you slide around the corner, and they're going to be laying in wait. You have 2 team members on the flank. it's just not going to be enough. So we're going to end the first half 2-0 the Falcons Academy. Now, thankfully, that's not an insurmountable lead if you are Telluride Bush. It's not like you're coming in here 4-0, right, where that's a huge lead that you got to chunk on back. Definitely still possible for the Bush to take this one, but I'm right there with you in something that you said. It feels like a little bit, not a lot of strategy coming out from the Bush. Falcons Academy might have a understanding of how they want to play this map.
Certainly seems the case. It feels like Bush are one element away from making things happen, but they're just lacking that one crucial execution. Maybe it might be a set of wiper kills. Maybe it's, for example, moments like that second cap where they're just over prioritizing mid rather than flooding the point. Again, it might just be the fact that they're overcomplicating it a little bit. Either way, you've got to answer back. You're 2 down. As you said, it is not insurmountable. And Capsule's Aid will find plenty of purchase on Priesta. Oh, but the stun's great, and the drawback's even better up close.
And a couple of players from Bush just dropping everywhere. King of Body finds a nice 2-piece in that mid. Spark sliding around here. Be able to find Paul X, and at least that'll be you picking that up. Getting tagged up through. I mean, you're doing a great job playing your life right now. You're getting chased. The defense is coming on in, but you've at least brought this all the way down. He might almost have that for a hot second, I'm not going to lie to you.
Certainly could have. And Focus Academy will now set up to try and defend it. And is this the early stages of Riyadh Falcons ball? Or are we going to see a forward push? We will see forward movement. Priest of Flames, 1 kill. Am I missing something? Or is Paul X basically... Paul X doesn't know, but he basically had a free run straight through if he wanted it. Eventually gives it up because he obviously doesn't have X-ray. Oxys is going to be here for trade, and well, Capsule goes absolutely massive to ensure you don't fall 3 down.
Yeah. That's sort of the reality sometimes is that, you know, we can see when we have the whole mini-map and X-ray and we're like, there's a whole lane. Why don't you take that? It's so hard to read when you are in the middle of the game that you have that opportunity, right? And it's really a double-edged sword because sometimes we yell at teams we're just trying to pick up the EMP and face slam it into the goal. And other times we yell at them for being a little bit too much of back and forth and not committing to one side, right? So, listen, you have to take with your information and understand it. But you can see already here, we can see a little bit of a strategy we've seen lately come on out here, it looks like, as Priesta is going to pick up the EMP. They are up 2-0, and well, he's hanging in the back. What is it? The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree? Is that what we're saying here?
We're saying, get out of your spawn, gentlemen. Don't play ball. Come
Parking the
on
bus.
now. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a low block. It's parking the bus. It is Jose Mourinho. Very happy right now.
I don't think it's a bad
you're gonna get a couple
play.
kills if you're Bush. Of course, if you win a couple of fights in this deep spawn, you
Yeah, it
can
sucks,
easily
but, like,
drop that device in. So it would give
it's
you
a
a
good
route
play.
back in, but that's far
It's like in the
easier said than
NFL
done
with
when
the
these
tush
boys are
push,
deployed
or
on top of each other.
when a team wins by a field goal.
We do see some
Yeah,
movement
it sucks.
starting to come on through.
Or when
Telluride Bush, they've made
there's
this read that this is happening.
2 minutes left and
Lex
you're
is
winning,
here. He's
they're
gonna
winning by a
pop on up,
touchdown and they
yep,
just
that's
kneel the whole
4 down on
time.
the side of Bush. Okay.
Yeah, it sucks.
And they're getting
But,
just
like,
such deep spawns. They have to spend like 25 seconds of this round just running from their spawn back on over. And
Yeah,
listen,
this
you
is
can say
over.
what you want about this strategy, but hey, if it works, it works. Nothing we can do about it. King of Body playing in this back spawn, currently 23 and 12. Looking insane for the time being, and you got to give credit where credit's due. Priest is doing such a good job of playing his life.
Certainly is, and putting someone like Paul X on the defensive front makes him incredibly overpowered, as you're seeing. Narcissies will rip foreheads. Paul X going to dive out the map for a second. Will be answered. He's got a body close, but the trade's in, and well, Alec playing the mind games early. I don't think you need many more of them. There's no doubt that this is a tough one for Bush. 9 and 21 as well out of Sport, 10 and 18 out of Pro Loot. It's tough reading. The Overload woes continue. You got a minute. It's got to be a great hit now. Scoop the next one and run.
Yeah, this is just so tough, man. I mean, I don't know how you break this setup, if I'm being really honest with you. And, well, okay, maybe just flying forward and getting the kills that you need is the way to do it. Priesta, he's got to stay alive. He's trying to get on out of here. Maybe put this more in the middle. And, yeah, you float on over to where your teammates are. Fire's going to at least be able to grab 2. King of Bodies still here in the back, getting cut on down. But, they right, Bush, they're flying in towards the back. And Paul X just continuing to shoot.
Wow.
Priesta, yet again, grabs the EMP device and just going to hold out here in the back for the last 20 seconds.
I don't know what it is, but something's telling me we're going to end up getting some rule changes in Overload. Yeah, I mean, look, you've executed it to perfection. If you are Falcons Academy White, that is very true. Locked down, Priester knew exactly where he needed to be, and the boys covered. Tell you right, Bush, it'll be chalk up another Overload. They're ready to drop it on the hard point, as they have done many times before.
Yeah. A little bit of a rough situation there. Hey, you come on through. I mean, hey, listen, you're up 2-0. You get down to those last sort of minute and a half. You do what you got to do in order to take the win that's there, right? And you can always make the argument, right? Hey, tell you right, Bush, they played on the flip side of that. They had an opportunity to maybe keep that even, right? They could have maybe scored earlier on, maybe played a little bit better to get there. But, hey, we'll leave that up for you to decide. All I know is that we have a series on our hands, ladies and gentlemen, okay? I love what we're seeing. We see them take that Overload, and we are going to a hard point. Thankfully, tell you right, Bush, we're looking pretty damn good on hard point, my friend.
They certainly are. It's a mode that has blessed them mostly through the year anyway, and they have continued that fine form. It's, yeah, going to be where they have answered back many times in the past. They are no stranger to being down 2-1 in a series, or at least seeing map 4, as it tends to be map 3 that they drop anyway. Unfortunately, it's tough reading on the scoreboard for many players on the Bush Gaming side. King of Body, though, 27-14. He certainly enjoyed a little bit of Park to Blood fall. Hard point will be where we're headed
Just going
to
game
next.
5, Jeff.
Now for Bush, I mean, they just have a great map pull across the board, so they'll be feeling very comfortable walking into this. For Falcons Academy White, before today, their hard point wasn't the best. The score hard point doesn't feature in one of their top maps either, so it stinks a little bit if we're going to a game 5. That being said, Falcons surprised us with how they performed against Falcons Green earlier on, winning the hard point to eliminate their sister squad. So, yeah, very curious about how this one will play out. And I wonder how much of the end of that exposure Overload plays into it. Because if I'm Bush, those mind games, I'm a frustrated character for sure.
If I know some of those players, and if I know if Mr. Coach Temp is getting in their ears, dude's pissed. And he's probably firing on up. And he's like, you're going to let them do that to you and win that series and knock you out of the elite like that? Nah, that's not how we represent this organization, okay? So very excited to see. How do they come out shooting? How do they come out in that map number 4? We are going to a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, we're going to be hopping on in to that map number 4. Do not go anywhere. It's sure to be a banger.
I'm going everywhere, man. Okay. I don't see anything.
The series is heating up now between the Telluride Bush and Falcons Academy White. We are getting ready to move into a Scar hardpoint here in map number 4. The Telluride Bush, they are coming back with a little bit of fire in their bellies after losing an overload in a fashion that maybe you wouldn't like to see. For Falcons Academy White, though, it's proving that they deserve to be a top challengers team and that some of them deserve to be in the CDL. I'm Dandro, joined by Enigma, and we have a banger map coming your way.
We most certainly do. Telluride Bush, what is your answer to what just happened in that map? 3 will break off. P1, of course, open, middle of the map. This will largely be a split hill. It's all about setting yourself up on that P2 rotation. Prolude's going to have company close. Boys should be able to cover over the top. And in kind, you'll have that for Paul X as well.
I like the slides coming on out here. It's just going to be a battle back and forth. I like Capsule sliding on out, but still most of the kills dropping into the way of Falcons Academy White. You said it. You know, anything you get here, it's all gravy. But it's all about how do you set yourself up for that P2. Telluride Bush, they're going to feel good about maybe potentially holding on to these spawns, getting ready to set on up for that. Spart makes his way on into the market. Can you catch anybody cutting through the mid? Already you got Capsule playing out towards the bottom of P2 as well. He's going to activate. Pops on up, finds one. Going to be Priesta getting on, dropped, and Spark from down low. Does he make the read up towards the top? He does. Wallbank comes on through. P2 will pop. Telluride Bush on their way in.
One problem for Spark here, not much coverage over the top. Do the fire into position. Finally, big kill for Capsule to stop the pitch coming through. Falcons having to hit this from the front. For Bush, you just got to hold.
It's all about these trades that you can manage to make here on the point. Spark just being annoying at this bottom gen. Pistol in hand will at least be able to find one. Did you buy enough time for your teammates to come off spawn and try and help you on out here? Capsule trying to do his best with a little bit of wall hops, but it's Prolude with the double kill towards the top. He turns his eyes towards that stair side. You got a player laying on their back, laying on their belly. We'll bring him on down, but it's just not enough. Fire with a huge 2-piece. Capsule finds Priesta. And just like that, you're going to hold this P2 if you are Telluride Bush. It gets mixy. They'll come out with the lead. I'm looking towards that P3, and already you have Capsule holding a huge lane. Finds the kills.
Yeah, Capsule stops Falcons rotating freely, so they don't really have the setup in place. Allows Prolude to get in relatively uncontested. Rips one, gets the trade in. Great work. Who's up and over? Capsule lands on a body, stomps him into the ground. Fire then over the top as well. 44 seconds still left on this. A lot to play for, a lot to hold. And you've done all the right things if you're the team in white.
11 and 6 for Cap. Starting off this map with a banger. Good shots. You find Paul X into the back. The rest of the Falcons trying to fly on in through the middle. They will eventually make the trade back on towards Capsule. So stem the bleeding for now. They'll bring this one down in pace just for a moment. Paul X continuing to fly through on this P3 side. Capsule coming off spawn. Already looking to hold this P4. Can you cut down Paul X on this rotation? You can. Prolude doing his job, shutting down the Falcons where you can. Couple seconds remaining. P4 looking to pop.
That's going to be 2 detrimental kills, though, if you are the Bush in terms of your hold. The spawns will come in close, at least. Not enough pressure on that back line, but the kills continue to be green. They're going to hit from 2 sides, and it's an instant break. You will have some bodies here still. Spark with a big 2-piece to reply.
Flying on in towards this point. You mentioned it. They have the close spawns. So they can be a little bit aggressive here. They can keep flying at some of these teams if they want. And just as long as you're coming out on top with these trades, you're going to be A-okay. But King of Body towards the back, I think will finally find the kills you're looking for and maybe help these spawns and a little bit closer if you are Falcons Academy White. Priesta up towards the top. He's going to be able to find one, not before getting cut on down. Telluride Bush doing a great job of finding the points where they need to. We'll have a 40-point lead at the end of this P4 here, and I'm looking at that P5. Falcons Academy White, they've already set themselves up, but you can look, the Bush, they're starting to make a rotation.
Yeah, big kill by Prolude lets you out of Woodside, and Spark's going to continue to harass the backlines. That's King of Body. Look at these numbers starting to come through, and the flip spawns as well. Bush setting themselves up for an instant break.
I like this Spark. waiting for his teammate to come on through, out through the top of the roof, and he's going to play in through that bottom. Now he's made his way towards the window and rips Priesta on the push-up, makes this read. You have a player coming in through the top, but that's 3 dead on the side of Telluride Bush. It's just Capsule left alive here. If he can manage to get Mixie and take out some of these players, this would be huge. Finds 1, and he's just playing such a great job right now, forcing Falcons Academy to push on forward. Comes out towards the outside. He'll get dropped, but not before he does the damage that he needs to. Telluride Bush, they're going to use these close spawns to the best of their ability. They're going to fly at this point. They've gained a significant lead for the time being.
We have a bit of scrap time here for the Falcons who challenge for. Prolute will contest. Just keep it neutral. Priesta will be dropped. So around a 50-point lead. 40 points. Math hard. 50? 50. But he will open for P1. The Spart continuing to do the work here. Capsule is eventually cleaned out. But again, he's just... His scoreboard doesn't look that impressive. 17 to 15, but it's about 3 hills in the last 4 where he's broken the Falcons' defensive setup before he can ever get in place. It's incredible stuff. Spart will rip one, Prolute with another. You're back in for P1.
This is the Call of Duty you like to see from Capsule. It's how he made a name for himself on that Boston Breach roster. It was hitting these routes and popping the huge kills when they mattered. Continuing to ride that storyline here as part of the Telluride Bush. Prolute 20 and 12 shooting in this hard point. Been a little bit lackluster through the first couple maps of this series, but seemingly has come online on this next set of rotations. Telluride Bush been doing such a great job finding the kills that they need. Get some of this P1 time in your hands. Spawns will come on through. How to set yourself up for P2.
Yeah, King of Body does very well to get 2 at least. It's scrap time, less important for Falcons positioning. The big thing. It's going to allow them to start to hit second kill quickly. That being said, you already have players here in fire. He finds the first and the second will be traded, but it only sets Capsule up. Eventually you fall, but it stays neutral. It suits nobody, and that's better for Bush. They're leading by a considerable amount, and here comes the Hellfire.
And from the top, what do you find? I mean, breaking this P2 would be huge. Initial rocket won't find anything, but a little bit of curve on the second will cut down Priesta. That's gonna leave Arcity's only player at the gen. Trophy system will make sure he stays alive for a little bit of time being. Throws a shoulder, drops to low HP. Just waiting for the rest of his team to come here and back him on up. You dealt with one of the Falcons players in mid. All the arrows from Telluride Bush. They turn here towards the P2. Arcity's finally will slide on out. Gets a little bit of help from Paul X as they will clean up the rest of the bush. You get those deep P5 spawns.
They're right back
set you
in
up for
this
this
too.
P3, at least for the time being. And you find a huge kill onto Priesta on rotation. Telluride Bush, a P2 might not have gone your way, but you're set up beautifully for this P3.
Yeah, Falcons play that so well, so patiently. They just allow each other to cover over and welcome Bush into the lion's den if they so wish. They do not. They fall, but they rotate early. Fire, though, company from above and below. Doesn't read both. Won't do enough to hold. Capsule, though, going to pick up this mid-cut. Just keep the hill neutral. 22 points between these two right now. The Spark steps over. It covers his teammate inside to try and regain that lead.
Some great kills going out here. Fire on top of the point. As too many targets, cannot pick which one to fire at, but it is a pinstripe kill feed. As it is blow for blow between the Falcons Academy and the Telluride Bush. For the time being, I'm not entirely sure, my man, but all I know is that Capsule starting to heat up just a little bit. As the Telluride Bush will find some significant time here on the P3. You got to turn your sights to P4, and they already have. Fire, he's in on the point, and Capsule's here to help.
Yeah, you don't have the defensive setup though because you lose that body through mid. Prolute losing the fight to Arcites, who tries to fly top row. Fire finds him. You have the close spawns. You have the bodies. It's just getting that setup in place. But if you get this next kill, you've knocked the entire wave away. And Spark does better than that. Rips the reinforcement. But it's Priesta to try and upset this defensive play.
Priesta kind of by himself. He's trying to buy time. Let the rest of your team come on through. Towards the top, Capsule will cut you on and down. A little bit of hop there towards the top, but King of Body is laying in wait, literally. The Prolute flies on forward, catches one from the top. You see these players playing from the backside. Telluride Bush trying to cut their way back on in towards this point. You're swarming around it. You got Falcons players from the front. You got Falcons players from the back. It is going to be so tough. Priesta goes huge on the point, finds a couple of clutch kills. So you'll get the last final few remaining seconds if you are the Falcons Academy, but it is still a 40-point lead for the Telluride Bush.
Damn good
Straight by
shots.
through the mid. King of Body found one, and that could have been a problem with no mid-map control. The rotation, the setup, it's just not comfortable. But he picks up that trade. Gives you all the space you need. Middle will now be occupied by some Falcons players, but they're just likely to have to hit the front, and Spark's on a heady.
I like this play from Spark. Just be the front man. You're going to get knocked on out, but you're going to have so much information for the rest of your team. Fire. He's going to look to hold this middle side. Capsule gets knocked on out, but it's not before dealing the damage that you need. Holding the line. Telluride Bush. They are looking to take this map number 4, pushes to a game number 5. Prolute tries to hit the hop up. Will get caught on down, but you're still getting these close spawns if you are the Bush. Capsule from the top side.
Yo,
Continuing to be a menace.
and I'm by now.
Getting some of these shots where he can. Sliding on out. Fire. He's looking. It's a 2-stack from the Falcons, though. They're not going to let him take it that easy. All players from the Bush flying on in, but look at Fire. He gets this deep wrap spawn.
Damn.
He might be hit a little bit of a timing here. Can he get this kill onto Priesta? No, he cannot. Priesta turns and burns. And now you have these back spawns if you're Telluride Bush. Falcons Academy White. They can push on over towards this P1.
7-point gap quickly becomes 40 as the Falcons refuse to bend or break. Olex now trying to occupy Delhi. Prolu's got to wrap in through the back. He's trying to set up some sort of pinch. Someone needs a pick here and then flood with the overwhelming numbers. The Prolu is red. And shut down, but not before Fly can find one.
Priesta doing a good job keeping his head on a swivel here.
Wow.
Trying to help out his teammates where he can. A huge kill onto Spark while on top of the point. Starting to bring this one on back. You have to contest if you are the Telluride Bush. You cannot let the Falcons Academy get into this game that's here. And Capsule will land a nade on top of Priesta's head. Has done the damage that you need, and the kills will fall under the way of the Telluride Bush. They make their way onto the point. Capsule on a 3 spree. And he's going to be able to get found on out, but they're on the point. You only have a number of seconds remaining. Even the Falcons Academy, you have to start flying at this. Priesta with a huge 2-piece to get the Bush off the P1.
Wow.
We have to look on over to the P2. Falcons Academy White are here. They are already on. King of Body, he's got to be the front line. 35 and 28, looking to hold on and ride this one to the end.
Both can win it here, so both have to just send Bush. They only need one clean break. Falcons so much more than that. Big kills pick up Prolute through the backlight. Falcons swat away wave
Wow.
1. Capture the remainder of that. You're arriving in ones if you're the bodies. 240.
Bush is about to lose this. Holy
You
shit.
gotta find the break.
10 more seconds. The time is ticking. It's going to take a wave of kills that go your way. Do you try and hit a wrap? Do you try and hit it from the front? If you are Fire, you're trying to hit some type of wrap, but the kills do not go your way. Oh my God. All the way to the very end, my friend. We asked for a banger. I think we were delivered one. I thought the Bush were taking that one on in on that P5. It looked like they were poised up for it. But it's just that rotation from the P2. It's a little bit tough.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to get a look at some of our end moments here, and it did feel like Bush were
Wow.
teetering right on the edge. Falcons do well.
Wow. That's all I can say is wow. Yeah, I do not have time for these jobs.